from nowhere, divine in her sight, of hereafter aware, a child of no tricks, so the ravings declared. This patron looked right beyond that far hill in the house, she lives there. So there I'll go. There I go. Shouts of Dawich amidst the fanfare. A mere 14, her look was of despair. This gift seemed more of a curse that she bears. And she spoke of how there is much that's unknown, that she sees but part of a future unfold. She speaks of only the things that she's shown. With what becomes of it, she's not in control. But one by one, they told her of their plight. They begged her to give of her knowledge and insight. With poise she imparted her visions of foresight. But more fickle is the finger of fate than she'd like. Surrounding a small home, then I spoke not of Tabib had once been, and warned of the slippery slope that she slid. That I see an era of violence that brims, and implored she consider this choice that I perception of forces at large. and always on guard, and his mind rang a silent alarm. And so lays the ground of a future that waits when you feel like you ain't where you are. Out of control is compulsion to flee, absent of value as best he could see. As from within, so without unto thee, knew he'd strike out on his own eventually. And so it would be, patience no virtue amid certainty, fortunate known but determinedly. On the day when he had turned 23, he decided to leave, he was gone. Like an addiction, he soared on a glorious high. Living to him was a mission devoid of objective in mind. He'd move at the drop of a dime with no thinking or questioning why. Never developed attachment to things or would get left behind. This was the method that patterned his ways. Perpetual motion without any reins. No repercussions, no piper to pay. No obligation to come into play. Nothing away, no one to sway. No inhibition or stress to allay. No benefit to the bond that he'd say. So die on the morrow but live for this day. Lone as the wolf strays, he remained one in kind. A habit of force made as he weighed far and wide. Now onwards and upwards, no grind. If you don't seek, you can't find. Devil may care, well no devil compared. He was on a one hell of a ride, he was gone. Disguised from things insecurity hides. Running from doubt and the pressure to cope, and no semblance of hope on the rise. Running from heartbreak and love, running from who he had failed to become. Running from theory, then came to realize he was left all alone with but words of the wise. And so on, the day when our passage entwined. Now longing the truth at the end of his line. He said, friend, go yonder, but bear this in mind. In this world, no one truth, you can't run from time. Words of a scribe, no words can describe, but they can serve as a guide. and you can learn if applied. Now some burn from the match, some fall through the cracks. So for those lost, it's a map, silver, crimson, black. To know silver is to know respect. In disguise come that silver like a side effect. But silver lies with the snake, ain't no idle threat. So only rest where all them silver lines bottleneck. Silver off the screen, treated patron like a saint. Silver in that storm, but don't confuse the painter with the paint. Cause silver heed the tales of butchered men and perished souls, leaving its path rolling beasts, silver bullet holes. Silver undergo like pressure underweight. Silver that potential, it's that key to heaven's gate. Silver when that patience conquers seizure with restraint. Silver understands the essence of no greatest of the greats. And silver tame emotion like that silver spider sows. Silver mirrors light the way that silver moon glows. And silver cut adversity, so keep your hands closed. That silver, crimson, black, a mix so few have ever known. Crimson decimate the workings of a strong man. Cut the ribbon, crimson opens with a strong ram. And crimson spread a mass of fury when the flames fan. Crimson have you searching for the exit on the floor plan. Crimson mob bold, paint the town red, giant uncontrolled. Red letter A's told. And crimson can seduce and turn the district into sleepers. Infect a righteous leader with a case of scarlet fever. Now let that crimson rise within, begin to see red. Catch that surprise, crimson reveals, begin to seem red. If crimson blooms, all the waters up and seas red. And all the crimson in our hands, leave them seas red. Mark that zone red, sound that code red. That ringing phone's red, emergency the word said. And crimson flows from the rivers that our hearts bled. Crimson rose red, rum, murder, pose dead. Silver, crimson, black. Silver, crimson, black. Silver, crimson, black. Made with 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 silver, crimson, black. Rose petals on the landscape when grim come near. And black roams far, it's that final frontier. When black holes swallow, black's magic disappears. That black hole sorrow break the most austere. Now evil in the air, black tones sound fear. Though even if you stare, black veils all clear. And never beg a savage, black hearts don't care. But black mourns those who've departed so dear. Sincere is the reckoning, black's cloud storms. Black robes worn, black days long. Like black rats spread disease, black swarms meander in the dark and black eyes gone form. As black's night shield the heavens with black hides the messages, but black's light shows the evidence. And space is full of dark matters, black mass. Raise them stone walls, watch when black's balls smash. Cause black's mark bear that ash from the rubble. Black bears the vault where those secret thoughts huddle. And black bears all, turn and face it if you dare. But if you run from black's bear, be prepared for some trouble. Now who on earth am I? Why are we alive? What's the me and my? Where does time fly? All the pieces to the puzzle, black hides, black boundless, explanatory gap so wide. And black envelops in that blackout. Question of the truth will lead to silence in that blackout. You should know confusion always follows when you black out. So never turn your back to black when the black's out. Every luminescence casts a black shadow we perceive. But black smell contain not one letter you can read. And criticize their worth, but black sheep stampede. Rely upon a plea or flee from black's OPs. That silver shines when the man stand in victory. That crimson blinds from the fires of our history. That black aligns over beauty and the misery. Crimson and that silver can shed light on black's mystery. So pull that silver from the stone, let that red attack. Cross that silver with that black, be a silverback. And hold that crimson red-handed as you golden with your black hands. Spin that hourglass, black widow.
Whatever it takes to lay to rest all competition, I do. So pray to repent that those devout forgotten will not find you. Don't make an attempt to wallow in your own discomfort. Discover how to pay your respects, accept them as your brother. I'm leaving the path through trails of mud, anointing all those in pails of blood. Then focus their lives on lies and find their hopeless and eyes of mind. And why we not designed, we ride on time. And when we arrive, we get it live. Just acknowledge we on fire, 9 leaves on the set design. Record time remaining nameless, formless cause your forms are shameless. You've forgotten where you from and all your flaws that made you famous. Threats are painless, aimless at your heart to make the pain lift. Shapeshift on this track to scratch your name right off the games list. Plain shit, I am sick of rappers, pissed cause I'm a sicker cracker. Fire blacking out the room of places that you stage your act. If you've forgotten where's your passion, need to ask, that's my infraction. Show me where your skills at and I'll show you how to hack and slash it.
Some are being pushed through the machine and being told what to do.
They're not challenging themselves, they're not challenging us. They forget about themselves as an artist. That may be how it evolved, but that's not necessarily how it has to be though.
Some do what they want to.
Yo, I'm backhanded the game, she ain't treating us right. I ain't really the one, but I cherish her life. I blame the change on us, the same must go for me. I love this deep, but I only write once a week. Listen, I never held a 9, besides my 9 to 9. No jail time, trust me, my life is fine. I even rhyme in the suit. Cause my pursuit of happiness is to spit the truth, you lose. And I don't gotta change up my flow. Never. It is what it is, you can ride or you don't. You'll decide as I go, every line you can scope. I ain't losing sleep, you can live a lie, but I won't. I ain't beat money, you can talk about all your dough. Man, life is sweet, you can beat my gut as it grows. Hold the cheddar for the cheese and your beef for the streets. 2 sides of a coin, my point we both eat. So yes, I really gotta say this is great. You can hate on my hate, so your hate's just the same. Don't be mad at me, homie, I paved my own lane. Speaking honestly, homie, you're a waste of a name, a waste of my space, man, check out my frame. I'm drained, but I still speak my piece. This last piece of hate for these, you'll take heed. Y'all wear shades in the club, I rock mine on the beach, please.
It's a competitive sport. Everything is I, because you have to prove that you're the better MC. And of course, the business. Hip-hop wasn't survived from that.
There is this other dimension of hip-hop.
There are these songs all over the world.
They've already forgotten how it sounds, felt it, tasted before the industry reshaped it and raped it, landscaped your face. Now you're the Mona Lisa. You gotta do what they do or they won't release ya. The fans may greet ya, but you can't look them in their eyes. I guess your hustling features was just a disguise. Make us believe ya, at least you could try. You wanna get rich lying, relying on false pride. Sold your soul for the price of the gold and the ice. Now you're a hoe with no holding, they're controlling your life. You were exposed to the light, but prefer being dumb. The who, what, where, when will you remember one? The place you begun, look what you've become. Succumb to what sucks for a successful son. Regrets you'll have some, respect you'll have none. But when it's all said and done, your one loss was the love.
People are forgetting who they are. What hip-hop culture is and why they're doing it. That's the forgotten. Everybody in hip-hop is not an artist.
You're doing what you think. People want you to rather than who you are. There's no innovation.
Have you ever had the feeling of being in slow-mo, the type of case that comes with a thinking of oh no, or had a vision showing your future is so low, but without a way in which you could alter or re-sow. Well, I'ma bring it through like a leader that bestows a speech upon his men that'll heed him to let go of the artificial skin that just keeps him in limbo. These seeds will bring the being intended to first grow. You're heading to and fro on a path that is void of pride, happy to put aside who you are on the inside. In truth, I can't surmise if this turned out or by design. Did you intend to play the fool, or did other people decide? Did managers advise you sever ties for prize? Well, now you're dragging slumbers while goblins are on the rise. I'm trudging through the snow while you building a man of lies. I'm speaking to your soul, but it's greeting you with goodbyes. And now it's time to hide, cause I'm wrecking your false disguise. I'm stepping through the haze with intention to bring demise. And when the rug gets pulled and the mirror brings its surprise, look into your eyes with the question of who am I? Habits of the lemmings die hard. Patterns of obsession go far. Digging ditches so they never see the stars. Now all them lessons learned get buried in the yard. And ways of the weapon bombard. Building mountains of them body bags large. Rubbernecking while collision greet your car. And you may know your name but don't know who or what you are. You a slave. You a slave. You a slave. You a slave. Poised to drink that Kool-Aid, suicide. Follow, don't get left behind. Don't think but do just what they certify. You that servant never choose a side. Vassal of the modern times. And when it all blows up, you duck your head and hide. You out there searching for that silver line, but sweat has covered up the signs. Now the fortune came, but it's gone and it passed you by. You pluck your feathers, now you wonder why you can't lift yourself and fly. We're in the middle of an ocean, no one's hands are dry. If that tree falls, does it make a sound? Can the rope stall from the runaround? Can a mind think if it's in the crowd? Can a soul search if it's never found? And can a thing grow when you cut it down? Can we all find peace in the here and now? You can crawl through the mud with your hands bound, but I got plenty of the dirt when I'm underground. You a slave, you a slave, you a slave, and this is slave ship. You a slave, you a slave, you a slave, and this is slave ship. This is slave ship, shackled in those chains, whipped, pushed until you break, fixed, back into the game, quick, march along the pavement, earn that meager wage, spit, do just what they say, skip, work until the pain splits, let the haze lift, pull yourself out of that grave pit, and consider how you became sick. All that labor brought you nothing but your bones sore. All that devotion led to nothing but the sweat pours. And now they want more, own you to the core. Well, I don't make laws, but I am not yours. And this a mob call, let them bricks fall. If you want freedom, then just take it, what you waiting for. Don't let your masters tell you this is how it's done. Don't let the wicked fool you, this is how the world is won. That mayhem can't continue if the noble don't succumb. That forest on fire pave the way to what becomes. They tell you disregard the doubts that creep across your mind. They tell you there is simply nothing more for you to find. They tell you time to wake up and get back into the line. These pyramids don't build themselves, now go resume the grind. I tell them I don't follow in the footsteps of insane. I tell them I don't trail along a path with no terrain. I tell them you can work the fields and bask in all your grain, but I for one don't live to work, I will not live in vain. You a slave, and this is slave ship. 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 This twisted culture got you feeding from its hand, but you will lose that food if you don't meet all their demands. And loyal is the soldier that gets slaughtered with the lambs. Examining the blueprints got you questioning the plans. And if a man fall, does it make a sound? Will the world stall from the run around? Does a mind think when it in the crowd? How can the soul search if it's never found? And can the thing breathe if it's always being drowned? Can the leaders of the lost forever disavow? And you can stare at the sky while you on the ground, but I'ma wait until I die to take it lying down. This a mob call, let them bricks fall. This a mob call, now let them bricks fall. This a mob call, let them bricks fall. If you want freedom, then just take it, what you waiting for?